Hello guys, so today we are here to solve our daily LeetCode challenge for the day. Today's challenge is count servers that communicate. Okay, so in this we are given, a server center map of a server center. Okay, and this map is basically a matrix m cross n integer matrix in which one is there in a cell's position, then that means that there is a server, and if that cell position is adorned with 0, then that means that there is no server. Okay, and then two servers are said to communicate if they are on the same row or on the same column. Okay, so two servers are communicating in, if they are part of a communication system, if they are on the same row or on the same column. So see, this line itself, if they are on the same row or on the same column, this line itself is one of the biggest hint that how to solve this problem. So utilizing this, we will be trying to solve this problem. So our key is if they are on the same row or on the same column. So first of all, we'll have to determine which cell is server cell, and then we'll have to check if they are on the same row or on the same column. So to solve this problem, what we will do that first of all we'll find how many rows are there in this. Okay, so this rows will be grid dot length. Okay, int calls is equal to grid any, so we can take this 0th row. Okay, and then we'll initialize two arrays. Okay, and this array will be of size the number of rows, and since that it is not a square matrix, so we'll have to initialize with two different values. Call count, so I hope you can visualize. So what we are going to do with these, that see, in this row, this is the 0th row and this is the first row, so our array will, the row count will be having two cells, two slots. The 0th slot will be containing the count 1, and the first slot also will be containing the count 1. And then in this column count will also be having two slots. The 0th slot will be having the count 1, because in this column there is one server, and in the second column there is also one server. So these two servers are there in the call count. If you take a look at this matrix, then in this matrix, in this column there are two, in this column there is one, in this row there are two servers, and in this row there is a single server. Okay, and now if you take a look at this cell, okay, in this cell what is happening, we have two in this matrix we have two servers in this row, two servers in this column, and for this, see, on this column there is this single server, and on this row also there is this single server. So as I mentioned, the key to our problem, the key to our solution is that we have to identify the servers which are on the same row or on the same column. So if we are able to do it, our problem is solved. So first of all, we have created this row count and call count, which will be maintaining that each server slot, each server index is row index or column index, how many servers are there in that particular row or column. So to do that, what we will do that we'll go through the server. Since it is a matrix, so we'll have to use this for int j is equal to 0, j is less than calls, like this, and then we'll have to do grid I j if okay, then what we'll have to do, row, so here we have I as the row, so for I will be plus plus will do, and for the column is j, so plus plus call count. So we'll be incrementing these two values for those columns and those rows. Now we have this row count and column count, okay, and it is mentioned two servers are communicating if they are on the same row or on the same column. So we have the count of the servers in each row and each column. So to solve this, what we will do, again we'll go through the matrix. Okay, ij is equal to 1. Okay, and the other condition is that if that cell, since see this identifies that this is a server cell, this ij cell is a server cell, and if this same cell has row count of I is greater than 1, or see two servers are on the same row, they are on the same row, they are on the same row or on the same column. See this R, so that's why we are using this R. Row count, call count of j is greater than 1. Okay, if it is 1, it is not going to be there has to be more than one cells, then only the it will be same, it will be considered as a part of a system. So now what we can do that we can have this variable count is equal to 0, and then we'll just do plus plus count. Okay, and if you are able to return this, that's it, our job is done. So let me just run this. So I hope you got this. Okay, let me first run this, then I'll give a brief overview of this solution, the philosophy of this solution, the intuition behind this solution. Okay, so let me just run this. Now you are assured that this is a working solution. Okay, this is going to work. So let me go through this solution. So first of all, we are trying to figure out how many servers are there which are able to communicate, and in order to communicate, the servers have to be on the same row or on the same column. So what we are doing, we are creating two arrays, and these arrays are of size the number of rows and the number of columns. Okay, and then what we are doing that for each server cell we are incrementing the row count and the call count. Okay, and then what we are doing, after having this data with us, and the problem condition itself mentions that if they are on the same row or on the same column, if they are on the same row, okay, same row or on the same column, okay, or on the same column, okay, that's why we have this condition over here. Row count I is greater than 1 or row count j is greater than 1. So this or is because the problem condition itself specifies that if they are on the same row or on the same column, and when they are same row or on the same column as other servers, then the count will obviously be greater than 1. And this condition is, that's why it is justified as per the problem statement. This line is there because the problem statement specifies it to be so, and that's how we are doing this, and we are incrementing this count and then we are returning this count. So let me submit this. Viola, God is great. So with this, I hope you understand that how we are solving this, and with this, happy coding, thanks a lot, best wishes.